Hey there, I'm the CEO of Zipit, and I'm going to show you how easy we make it for you to tackle two tasks that are typically very difficult and very time consuming. First, connecting IoT devices to some of the world's largest cellular networks. And two, enabling your customers to activate their devices by subscribing to a monthly plan, which in turn generates revenue for your business. What's really cool? I'm going to do all this in real time, no tricks, in about 7 minutes. That includes creating an account, setting up billing plans, designing your end customer portal, and activating devices. Ready to go? Start your clocks.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is go create a device type. Now, a device type is simply an identifier that we'll use to associate subscription plans to a device. Next, I'm going to go create, or actually import, a file that includes the two SIMs that I'm going to use for this demo, as well as devices that they're associated with. That includes the IMEI and the serial number. And I've also included the device type that we just created. And that's simply a CSV or an Excel file. This is an Excel file I'm going to do here. And as soon as I upload that, you're going to see that there's now 2 rows of devices, one for AT&T SIM, one for a Verizon SIM, and the devices that are now associated with those SIMs. The next step is to go create subscription billing plans for the end customer. First, I'm going to go name this plan, call it the $29.99 plan, and then I will come down here and I will put the price that the subscriber will pay. I'll put in how much data they're going to get, 1 gigabyte. Now I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do something that is pretty cool. We have this ability to create plan rules where you can send notifications and you can take actions like cut cellular devices off and so forth. A lot of flexibility here. I'm going to show you a couple of quick ones. We're going to go ahead and change this to at 80%, send a notification, and when the subscription starts, let's send a notification. That way, we'll be able to see this in this demo when we start a subscription. I'm going to save that. Now I'm going to go publish this plan, which basically makes it available to a subscriber. The next thing I will do is I'm going to create the what the plan purchasing screen looks like for the end user. So I'm going to name this the most popular plan. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to add an image of the device, which is a router. I'm going to give it a plan name for the consumer to see, the customer to see, and just give it a little more information here. Detailed text tells it it renews until canceled, and then we'll save that. And then the next step is we're going to clone that plan, create basically a modified version. We'll make this a $39.99 version. Makes it really easy to do this. It keeps all the properties and you just go in and change what you want. So I'll change this to $39 price. I'll change this to 2 gigabytes. I'll come down here and change the marketing information. Let's call this the high use plan instead of the most popular plan. And I'll make this 2 gigabytes. And now I have got my plans created. And the last step is to create plan groups, which is basically a way to let these plans be identified with this device type we created, this router device type. So I'm going to say, okay, device type is router, then add these 2 plans and make these available to the subscriber. Now we're going to jump in and design the billing portal that the customer sees. We're going to start with a logo. We'll put a logo in there, just a sample logo, and then we'll change the color scheme of the icons and then the hover color to match the colors in the logo. Use the blue and then use the orange here for the hover color. And then we'll save that. And then next we're going to go to the home page and we're going to pop in and this is what the customer first sees when they create their account. We're going to put in an image here. Could do a video, but I'm going to just pick a background image for demo. Then I'm going to change the color of that button to match again our logo color. And then we'll save that. And then the next thing we'll do is we'll change the claim page, which is what the customer starts the billing process with. And again, we'll use those logo colors for the divider line, that orange. Then we'll use the blue from the logo for the fonts. And then again for the icons here. And then now the button. Then we'll save that. Then the last step, we're going to go to the site settings and we're going to enter an email address. I just got a sample in here that will show up on notifications sent to a customer. We'll put in a support phone number And then the last thing here is we're going to change this claim field to use the serial number. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow the serial number of the user's device to be the identifier that associates that device with the device in the database, which you remember had the ICC ID, the IMEI, and the device type, the router. And we'll change that, save that, and then basically we have got a complete customer billing portal designed. The last step is going in and creating a customer account, the username, put in my email, type in my required safe password, and then I'm going to go sign up. And then as soon as I do that, it's going to send me an email for verification. Put in my verification code. Let me go grab that in the background here, and I will pop that code in now and confirm my account. Just that simple. I've now got an account set up, and you'll see it looks like exactly like what we designed. I'm going to now go in and claim my device with a serial number, put in that serial number of one of the devices, and then go to the next step, which is selecting my plan. And I'll go, and you see these plans look like just like what we designed, and I'll pick the $29.99 plan. And now I'll put in my billing information so I can subscribe. Typical stuff, name, email, address, so forth, and then I'll put in my credit card. And as soon as that is done, I put my CVC in here and my zip code. I'll go to next steps. And it'll let me confirm the information is what I want, and I'll hit submit. And I am now going to activate this device by purchasing that subscription. So the purchase is submitted, and it will tell us cellular is now being activated, and we're done. So that process is complete, and now I'll go prove it. Look at the device table, and you'll see here now that you've got devices that are SIM is active, the plan is active, shows you the plan that was selected, the $29.99. Haven't used any data yet, tells you when it was activated, and basically you're all set.
Well, there you go. 7 minutes to set up your account, create billing plans with automated notifications, design a billing portal, enable real subscriptions, activate a device, and generate real revenue. Now, while I hope that was entertaining, what I really hope you walk away with is the understanding that Zipit's platform provides the tools needed to create a successful IoT business. One where you can envision the business model that works for you, and then implement that model quickly and without spending a lot of time, money, or resources to get exactly what you want. That's our goal, is to help you generate a successful IoT business.